Before we get into today's interview, we would like to give a shout out to our Patreons, Irene, Bev, and Michael. If you haven't heard of Patreon before, it is a great way to support us and keep us running and improving. You pick a membership tier that suits you and your budget per month, and in return for supporting us, we'll give you behind-the-scenes content and free stuff. You don't have to give much either. You can be a part of our Patreons for as little as $4 a month. Just visit patreon.com/Rave It Up. You can even donate through PayPal if you don't trust other sites. You can do so just through our email, raveituptv@gmail.com. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. We appreciate anything you can do to support us. Now, let's get into this interview. Cindy Busby, she's back on the show!
I'm back! Christmas!
Oh, I love the shirt. I've got my earrings and Christmas decorations.
Yes.
You're a huge lover of Christmas, so you're the perfect guest to have on this Christmas special.
Thank you.
I want to know, and it's probably a hard question, what is your favorite thing about Christmas?
Ooh. Well, I feel like that has changed throughout the years. But I'd probably say my favorite thing nowadays is spending quality time with the people that I love. So just getting together, whether it's eating food or watching a Christmas movie or, recounting stories or opening gifts or whatever it is, it's just really important to kind of just spend time together because the year just goes by so fast. And for a lot of us, it's like the main time of the year where we have some time off. I know for me, it's like that. And it's kind of like a really nostalgic time of year too. Like a lot of the movies that we watch are the movies we watched when we were kids. Some of the music that we listen to is the music that got to us when we were kids. And I love playing games too. Like that's some of my favorite stuff to do with people that I love.
Are they Christmas related games or just games in general?
No, are there any Christmas? There must be. I don't know.
We'll have to invent some, Cindy.
But yeah, any kind of game. I love, card games, dice, that kind of thing. But it's just quality time. And then, of course, giving back in any way that I can to the community and to charities that I feel really strongly about. So it's just overall just a great time.
Yeah, that's why it's our favorite time of the year, right?
Right.
And does your family have any traditions that you do every year?
Yeah. So, unfortunately this year I'm not really going to be with my family. But that happens. But we are still going to celebrate because technology allows us to do that. So, our thing that we do because my family is primarily French. And so what we do is at midnight on Christmas Eve, so midnight, into Christmas Day, yep. We celebrate where we have a dinner on Christmas Eve, then we kind of lounge about, and then my mom usually brings out snacks. And then at midnight, we pop a bottle, we throw a Christmas ornament out the window and we're like, Merry Christmas. And then we open up our Christmas gifts at midnight, and then we tend to stay up till 3:00 in the morning or something like that. Wow. And then we go to bed, we sleep in, and then we make brunch in the morning on Christmas Day. And so our tradition is usually Christmas Eve based. That's a little bit more on the French side of things, which I think is so fun. It's fun because then on Christmas Day, it's never ending. You're there's more Christmas. And then you play with all of your stuff that you got or whatever. And you're picking up the leftover, pieces of tape and paper on the floor. And I don't know, it's just all fun.
You must be so tired though. And especially after getting all these Christmas gifts, how can you go to sleep?
Well, yes, as a kid for sure. So as a child, how it would work is we'd go to bed at 7 p.m. and our parents would be you gotta go to bed because Santa's gonna come soon. So we'd go to sleep, and then our parents would wake us up at midnight and be Santa just came. And we'd be Santa came? And so we go into the living room, and then all of a sudden there'd be, whatever under the tree. And then that's when we would unwrap. So we would unwrap gifts at night, which is kind of funny to do, but it's also part of the excitement. You don't have to wait till the next morning because you're at night, my parents are going to wake me up when he comes. So I don't need to worry. We're going to get up soon.
Just gotta sleep for a few hours.
Just a few hours. And then you get to nap all Christmas day long. It's fine. It's perfect.
Oh, that's the whole point, isn't it? Just to lounge around, relax, finally have time off. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love hearing about people's different traditions, and for like a bit of a French tradition, that's really cool.
Totally. Yeah, no, I know. It's definitely more of a lot different than some of my friends. So it's kind of nice to share that.
Yeah, I'm glad we could share it with everybody today as well. Now, I did see on your Instagram you had like this huge Christmas tree behind you for that game night that you did. Is there any other decorations around your house? Do you put like a wreath on the door, mistletoe maybe?
I have a mistletoe. I have a wreath on the door. I have I guess like kind of one of those wreaths around the fireplace with lights, and I have like fake snow on top of the fireplace, and I have a village under my Christmas tree, which is my pride and joy. My favorite, like, so I'm obsessed with miniatures and like miniature houses and people and trees and all that kind of stuff. And so for me at Christmas time, it's like my time to like shine. And so I create this whole like imaginary world under the tree. And I had a bunch of Christmas stuff years ago that was mine, and then I moved away, so then I got rid of everything. And so in the last couple of years, I've been starting over again. And so this year I got, this is so exciting. This year I got the house from A Christmas Story. Do you know that Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so that A Christmas Story, the house that's in the movie, they made a miniature version of it that has a light. So then the lights, and then it has the leg lamp in the window. And then I have like the three little boys around the pole where the guy gets his tongue that sticks to the lamppost.
Yep.
Well, I have that under the tree. And then I have Ralphie's like pink him wearing the pink pajamas. That's also a miniature under my tree. So just in case you weren't sure, I'm obsessed with miniature villages.
I love how like excited you got. You're like, I have to share this.
Yeah, so I have a bunch of miniature Christmas trees and that whole thing. And then I have stockings and yeah. And actually this year we have a second Christmas tree in the dining room. So we're those
Oh my
people.
goodness. Out of everybody I've interviewed about Christmas, you're the one that really goes all out with decorations.
Well, I gotta tell you, my husband's parents, they have a Christmas tree in every room of the house.
What?
Yeah, and
That's too much work.
Christmas tree, I know the first time I went over, the first year we were dating, I went over to his parents' house and I was like, what is happening? Like, look at all these trees. And each tree has its own like theme. So one of them is like dedicated to his nieces, so the grandkids. So it's like all based on what they love, and then they've got like a New York tree. Anyway, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Wow.
I fit right in.
You're gonna have to take a photo of your decorations. I want to see it.
Okay. Well, I did a little like Instagram reel of it, but obviously you don't see too much of it.
Okay. Well, I'll go on to there then. I'll be that stalkerish fan. Oh, I gotta look at this.
Isn't that what Instagram is based on?
That's true. It's funny, like for my job, it's like I'm allowed to be a stalker.
Right, you're just doing research. I mean, come on. That's what it is.
Not creepy at all. It makes sure that I'm fully prepared to talk to you.
That's right. So true.
And what do you think your favorite Christmas movie is? Is it one of the ones you're in?
Of course. All of them. No, it's the one that's the most nostalgic for me. It's so tough because I love them for different reasons. I really love A Christmas Story, like that. The Christmas Story was a big one in my household. And then I also love Home Alone. I probably say Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, and Home Alone are my top three. And then the runner-up to the three is Scrooged with Bill Murray, which I think is amazing.
Good. You like a bit of a comedy too.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And actually last year we watched It's a Wonderful Life, which is awful because I'd never seen it before.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, I recommend it. It's like it's extremely old, but it's such a beautiful story. Yeah, and I couldn't believe it's in black and white. Like, it's so beautiful, and yeah. Anyway, so I watched that last year.
To the list.
Yes. Yeah. The list is about yay long.
And what about Christmas music? You're already starting to listen to it? Do you have a favorite?
Oh yeah. So throughout the year, sometimes I'll be listening to, regular day-to-day music. And then once in a while, like in my shuffle, there'll be a Christmas song that'll pop in like in July. And I'll be like, I'm not changing this. I am letting it play. Volume up, please.
So I love that.
Yeah, totally. No, but typically we start like the day that we put up like our Christmas decorations, which is around, end of November sort of thing. But yeah, I'm a sucker for oldies like Bing Crosby, that whole thing. Those are the ones that I am more attracted to than. I mean, everybody loves them. The famous, All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Like that's a given. You can't not like that. If you do not like it, I feel like you might be dead inside. But there's certain modern day artists that sing Christmas songs, and I'm kind of like, no, stick to your day job. I'm good. Like, I don't want to listen to you sing Christmas songs.
It's good. You're old school.
I am. I'm super old school. Oh yeah, no, I am a bigger fan of like oldies music than current stuff, except Backstreet Boys, because it's Backstreet Boys.
Back to the 90s.
Yeah, I'm a 90s kid. What can I say?
And it's funny you brought up Mariah Carey's song because Graham and I brought that up too.
Really? Oh my gosh, does
and we're
he
just
love
like,
it?
do you know how much money she makes from that song?
No kidding. No kidding. Like, I'm sure she never imagined in a million years that song would be as big as it is.
Yeah, I'm just like, she can retire now and she'd be set for life just from that one song.
I mean, I think she could have retired before that, but she certainly can now.
Yes. And what do you hope to be under the Christmas tree for you this year? Who knows? With you asking over an interview, maybe your fans will send it to you.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I mean, the thing is like, as you get older, you kind of like, you kind of get all the things that you want, and there's not really anything we need except, a comfy bed and some food and a nice home. But like, I don't know. Last year, Chris got me a bunch of records, like because we have a record player, and I loved getting that. So if I could get a couple extra records this year, that would make me really happy. I asked for some new house slippers because I love where my feet get cold. So I love wearing house slippers. So I asked for a new pair of those because mine are starting to fall apart here. I'm wearing them today and I'm like, I got 2 more weeks and hopefully a new pair will be under there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know, but hopefully someone does or not. It doesn't matter either way. I just want to spend some quality time with people. That's my love language.
Just be with your loved ones and just have a good time.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Stuffing the belly to the mouth.
Yes. There's a charcuterie board with my name on it.
Oh, yum.
Yes. Love that.
And have you done your Christmas shopping too for everybody or?
Yeah. So my family now, what we do is we do just like a Secret Santa sort of thing. It's just kind of easier than getting, everybody like 1,000 things, and it's just all unnecessary and stressful. And so, yeah, I did that, which is good. And, that's all taken care of. I might have like a couple extra little things, but for the most part, it's done. I've learned throughout the years that I don't do well under pressure, and I like to get it done early. But I mean, I have friends that so this is so smart. And every year I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. They literally buy throughout the year. As soon as they just see something that they're like, oh, that reminds me of Cindy, or that reminds me of Lauren, they'll buy it as they go. So that way they're always getting meaningful, thoughtful things throughout the year, which I think is like so smart and great. But I never end up doing that. Although I do that with cards. I have like a stash of cards, which my best friend Sarah taught me. She had like a box at home of cards that when it came to a special occasion, she'd be like, oh, I remember I got that card for Cindy. And then she'd like take it out. So I started doing that. And that is so helpful rather than like running to the store on the day and finding like the first thing that shows up and it's not exactly what you wanted. So that's one trick I'll give to people. I really enjoy that part.
Well, it's kind of like you just want to tick it off your list just to say it's done. Like, I'll just grab whatever, and it's not really as painful.
Totally. And I like writing like long messages. I don't just sign like, love Cindy. Like, you know, people are like, pick these like big worded cards and they're like, love Dad. And I'm like, seriously, come on, write something else.
You've known me for how long? Like, put some effort into it, man.
Yeah. I'd almost rather you make the card at that point, you know?
Oh, that would be nice.
Right?
Have you done that before?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I used to, so we used to take like, remember those, like we used to call it construction paper. It's like colored paper.
Yeah.
And so I would fold it in half and then and then you'd like create a seam and then you'd cut like 2 little lines in the middle and then you'd pop that in and then you could put like a little, so it'd be like a pop-up card.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever did that, but I used to do that a lot and I loved it. I thought it was so cool. And that was like my like trademark Cindy Busby thing. But yeah, I loved doing cards. That was really fun.
Have to get back into it.
2022 might be the year for Cindy getting back into her Christmas cards.
I brought it back to your attention.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for that. I'll add it to the list of things I want to do.
Start a list. Yeah.
So
I put in our previous interview when we were talking about mental health tips, you know,
That's right.
Write yourself a letter, things like that. Just do yourself that for Christmas.
Yes, love that.
Yeah,
totally.
Jolly Christmas letter. And speaking about shopping, do you do more online shopping or do you like to go in the stores?
You know, I like a mix of both. And I definitely, even though I do go online, I do support a lot of like smaller businesses too, like not just, you know, the bigger ones, although those do come in handy sometimes, I must admit. But yeah, I do a lot of online shopping just because there's just so much out there. And a lot of the stores that I like or find things, they just don't have a store near me. So it's kind of like the only option. But that's one of the things I love about Instagram too, that's like come about is you can, you know, find all kinds of like small businesses on there and like order stuff off of there. And it's been, yeah, I love that. So yeah, over the years, it's definitely become more of a trend for me. But when it comes to shopping for myself, I prefer going in the store.
A little insight into Cindy.
Yeah.
I love online. It's just, as you said, so much variety. It's easier to come straight to your door. And you can check out like different prices and try to get the best price as well.
That's right.
It's hard to do that in store.
Yeah, and honestly, like there's just so many stores nowadays. Like I remember I was looking for something, well, many times actually, and I go into so many stores and I can't find what I'm looking for, and I just spent an entire day shopping with no results. And I'm result oriented, so the online thing is a lot
easier.
And I also really love Etsy. Etsy is a very special place in my heart.
That's supporting the small business owners too.
Yeah.
Well, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, Cindy. I really hope you have a lot of fun with your family.
Thank you. You as well. I hope that 2022 brings you so much love and happiness and so much gratitude for everything that you have. So thank you.
Oh, you too. I really hope to do another interview with you in the new year as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Next. We love having you on the show. I just keep having all these fans just keep requesting you again. It's like, oh my gosh, Cindy was a great guest. Get her back on.
Oh, thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. I'm like, oh, that's nice that people care. So it's great.
Well, as you said in your interview, even with how long you've been out of Heartland, people just still love you from it.
I know. And it's amazing that they loved me after Ashley, but she became endearing. So I think in the end, I won everybody over.
She had a little bit more heart and, people started to love her a bit more. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Less coal in her stocking.
Yeah. I love that. We connected it all to Christmas at the end.
Yes. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. And it's so much fun always to have you on. So let's keep in contact. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you.